Ah, finally out adventuring. We need to go back to the shipwreck first. We don't have to. Overland map. You are entering the overland map for the first time. You will travel between the various locations in the storm of Zehir on the overland map, and can explore to discover hidden secrets, adventures, and encounters along the way. Your movement speed on the overland map varies based upon the type of terrain you are traversing. For instance, you will move much more quickly on the road than you will in the swamp. You will also see hostile, neutral, and special encounters on the overland map, indicated by rings underneath their feet, colored red, yellow, or blue respectively. Hostile encounters will attempt to detect you when you are nearby, and if they find you, they will move to attack you. You can use your skills to avoid detection by random encounters, or you can choose to run away from them. They will eventually give up trying to chase you. All hostile encounters have an encounter level, or EL. This number indicates the difficulty of the encounter. An encounter of a given encounter level is an appropriate challenge for a party of the corresponding level. For instance, an encounter level 4 encounter is an appropriate challenge for a party of level 4 characters. Encounters will with a higher EL than your party's level may be extremely difficult. However, you will receive a larger experience reward for defeating encounters with higher EL. This allows you basically to grind experience. I'm not particularly interested in it, but if you're really going to explore things, you're going to do these encounters. Only one of your characters is displayed on the overland map. This is the party leader. Several of your party leader's skills are used as you travel across the map. Hide and move silently are used to avoid detection. Listen and spot are used to detect encounters. Blah blah. Will detect the enemies further away, basically. Search is used to discover hidden locations. Survival is used to mitigate the movement penalties of harsh terrain. You can change your party leader by clicking on the portrait of the character you would like to promote. In addition, you can use conversation skills to gain advantage when approached by a random encounter. If your skill is high enough to gain an advantage in combat, the relevant options will appear. Okay, Bluff can be used to throw your enemies off guard, temporarily reducing their armor class. The duration and magnitude of the effect is determined by the relative number of ranks your character has in excess of the DC of the skill check. Intimidate can be used to instill fear in your enemies, causing them to become shaken or terrified. Diplomacy can be used with intelligent enemies to reduce the amount that you have to pay to bribe them to leave you alone. You may find other skills useful on the overland map as well. Feel free to explore and enjoy the surprises you find. Note that you can find these in Unreal. I think the druid or the rogue are the only good options. And it's quite a large area at the moment. We'll go to the shipwreck. Saramak Patrol. Encounter level 5. So we want to encounter them. If we want to do trading, we probably just want to follow roads in general. What is it? Boars. I want to go into the shipwreck in perfect conditions, so I'm trying to Not going to pick fights. Okay, this cove contains the wreck of the Vigilant, the ship that brought you to Samarak. Enter. So, it's fairly easy to understand once you start to play with it. It might seem more complicated than it really is.
Once more into the breach, my friends!
Show me your friend. Level 9 beast. Good strength, good constitution, good dexterity.
Yes, yes, yes!
You have gained one ore.
Breach, my friends!
Velociraptor. Dinosaur claws. You might be better off trading the ore instead of making it into items. We also need to gather evidence. Body of the sailor lies suspiciously on the beach, half covered in sand. Do you wish to examine it further? Poke it with a stick. Hopefully we can do better. Thoroughly examine the body. Though the man has been dead for a while, no creatures have come to feed on him, and his decay is minimal. A compound is keeping creatures away, the same poison that took his life. Make a note of it.
Yes, yes, yes!
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes?
Yes.
We have no choice. They must be eliminated.
Yes. I would feel a lot better if you just used the goddamn bow when I'm not looking.
I ask you to follow me, now.
He has no armor, no real survivability. Could increase our armor class further. Combat expertise. Batiri Cave. So that's where we have to go. Come on, he can't be that tough of a target. That's what I thought. And now we're all stuck. Ship hole. Examine the corrosion of the hull. No, examine the... It is clear to you that someone employed an alchemical compound to weaken the wood against impact. This was definitely a deliberate act. Excellent. More scavengers.
Surrender, or prepare to meet your end.
Morgan. Kill the raptors first. Minus venom sac. Might as well look through everything. We're not getting a lot of experience out of this, but at the same time we don't need much. Come on.
You must fall for the greater good.
Yeah, for the greater good.
Bleed and die!
The rigging of the ship is snapped and hangs loose in several places. Do you wish to take a closer look? Yes, floor. Something about this rigging is amiss. Rope of this quality is supposed to withstand much more pressure than a simple gale, and the rest of the rigging does not look to be in disrepair. So, evidence of
We have
sabotage.
no choice. They must be eliminated.
Broken weapon. This weapon is snapped in half, lying shattered and useless. Poke it with a stick. That's your answer to everything. Because we're a fighter, if there's one thing I know, it's using weapons. Let's see the spear. There's no way a spear could have snapped this way during battle. Sailors weren't so inept that they would misuse a weapon so it would break in that fashion. Someone must have weakened it beforehand. So it's pretty damning evidence of sabotage. Everything, it's not just one thing, everything is wrong here. Which is good. I suppose the more evidence the better, but the bacteria might have survivors too. How the hell would we get through the door though? The Lantar Spear, what is this? Bones damage 1 magical. Not exactly too impressive, is it?
Can't really do that.
That's
We
what I
have no
thought.
choice. They must be eliminated.
We need to get a key from somewhere. Don't really know where. Suppose we're going to just report back. You feel you've collected all the evidence that the area has. You should return to Sasani to hand in your report. Okay, that'll probably give us a level up, if nothing else. Assuming we'll survive that part. Someone else has to do the traveling. Either the druid or the rogue wizard. Everyone else is gonna suck at it.
Yes, yes, yes!
How about the dinosaur? I can't spin the camera in this mode. I love the fact that the weird warping around still happens. We can talk to the animals. You know, it's red, so it's hostile. Squealing wild boars, disturbed by your intrusion into their territory, begin to charge you. Have a lot of options here, so well, we could use the experience, I suppose. This might kick our ass a little bit. These fights tend to start fairly close to each other with no magical buffs, so heavy buff characters are not gonna do well in these. I'll buff as much as we can, which is not buff at all.
You'll follow behind me, alright?
Yes, indeed.
Yes, yes, yes!
We have no choice. They must be eliminated.
That was it. Passing through them, and we're free to.
We have no
We're
choice.
free to
They
continue.
must be eliminated.
I want someone else to continue to the overland map.
Once more into the breach, my friends.
Oh, come on, game.
Once
Don't
more
do
into
this
the
to me.
breach, my friends.
You'll usually get the real experience after you go to the overland map. 220, 288. Cohorts must level up automatically or something. What is that? Orcs. Well, I don't particularly care about the orcs. Harley. Flop. Instill fear in the orcs before you attack. You are good at instilling fear. Our own half-orc. Should be a level appropriate encounter. And I could certainly use the extra experience at this point. I'm not gonna go out of my way to fight. Doesn't mean I'll go out of my way to not fight either.
The enemy of the moment is in my sight.
Ha! Once more into the breach, my friends.
Or your own ass.
Yes, I can accomplish this task.
We have no choice. They must be eliminated.
And that's it. Nothing too dangerous yet. Probably should level up though. There's no point
Hello,
waiting
team.
for it. 5th level cleric. Better you are at healing, the better overall. And we'll have to keep in mind what we're mostly facing in these situations. What would be useful? Well, summon creature 3 would be very useful in similar situations. Haste. Haste would make a huge difference at this point. I'll take more haste.
Aha!
Improved uncanny dodge. Right.
Indeed.
Indeed. Why am I taking taunting? I have no idea. Well, anyway. And you.
Yes.
Yes. Hmm. I haven't really encountered disable device or open lock situations where I would take advantage of things. Right. Any useful spell? Well, mirror image is always useful. It'll save the caster's own ass. Art protection from arrows, always useful. Blindness and deafness. This is a good way to eliminate a spellcaster of thief early on. But we could also use some basic buffs. Um, hmm. Yeah, Lesser Dispel. I don't think Lesser Dispel is particularly useful. However, we don't have any Dispel-matic at the moment. I think we should move away from sleep. It's still useful, but how long, no one knows. We might want to invest in stealth abilities too, because that way we wouldn't have to fight these random encounters. I like that too. You don't have to necessarily load the city area if you just want to go in there and maybe rest. You can use that service from the overland map.
Yes? Do you have results for me?
Here's the evidence you request. No, here's some of the cargo I was able to recover.
I congratulate you on your scavenging abilities. These do seem salvageable. If you recover anything else, you may give it to my major domo, Osi. Part of your examination, did you investigate the ship and the area thoroughly?
Yeah, here's the evidence you requested.
Very thoroughly investigated, I see. Well done. I believe you deserve a reward for your hard work.
2,200 gold.
I commend you on your work, traveler. For all intents and purposes, you are my employee, and I shall reward you as such. However, our work is not yet done. Give me a moment to review the evidence on the wreck that you have delivered, and we shall talk shortly.
Ah, greetings, friends. Lady Sasani has decided to grace you with the honor of participating in our merchant enterprise.
Okay, who are you? I am Osi Chaluka, Major Domo of Sasani's great merchant company, and master of her trade supplies here in the Summergol. If there are any questions of trade that you have, I'm here to answer them. There, there better be a reward in this for me. Ongoing rewards, in fact, far greater than those gained by acting simply as bodyguards or errand runners. Hmm. What does she need to do? What does she need done? Well, you see, Lady Sasani runs the most successful merchant organization in the nation of Samarak, and despite the recent setbacks with the Vigilant, we plan to keep it that way. The recovery of some of her lost cargo has greatly encouraged her. However, there is still more to recover. Much, much more. Let me guess, she wants us to find a buyer for the cargo as well. How astute, friend. Yes, that is precisely what she has requested that you do. Maybe we should invest some in appraisal because this is a merchant company after all, so having some business sense wouldn't hurt. She has requested not only that you recover her cargo, but you find a purchaser for it. The ore in which she was trading is extremely valuable here in Samara. We should probably check the local taverns and any merchants we pass in our travels. Well, you took the words from my mouth. Have you done this before, perhaps? When you sell the ore that you recover, you will be paid in trade bars. These are bars of metal pressed with the sign of the merchant house that minted them. They are representative of the value of the cargo that you are trading. However, they do not carry value themselves. So what can I do with them? Well, were this land a bit more forgiving of outsiders, you could purchase other goods from these towns and sell them at a further profit. However, that is not the case. So, for now, you can return any trade bars that you have earned to me, and I shall pay you a dividend in gold. In addition, Sasani has stated to me that due to your significant successes to this point, she sees your continued survival as valuable. So should you have the necessary skills and recipes to craft weapons and armor from her ore, you may do so. What do you suggest I look for more of her cargo? Cargo that you have found was in the possession of Batiri, was it not? I would recommend looking for the goods at other local tribes. Even wandering bands of the monsters may carry some. They loot each other as often as they do us. Hmm, crafting recipes. I have a few which I would be willing to part with for a smaller price. You may find merchants in other towns willing to sell more. Okay. Recipe: armor, class bonus, enchantment +1. Corrosive weapons, flaming weapons, frost weapons, shocking weapons, thundering weapons, and weapon enchantment +1. Feats required: craft magical arms and armor, and yeah, I need to Well, I need to wait until the next time we get that particular... we get to choose a feat. I need to make sure our intended crafter can take these. If he can't, I'll just give them to him. I don't give a shit if it's cheating. I mean, if I can't get them through normal means, what exactly am I supposed to do? I suppose I can make trades offs.
Indeed.
Meaning I'll just...
What do you want?
Yes.
Hello to you.
Yes, yes,
I'll just do it
yes!
that way. The reason I don't want to really do it the way that you might imagine to be fair, like, uh, let's say I level up, I get to choose a feat, so I'll just say, I chose a, I'll say I would choose that particular crafting feat and then add it later. There's a couple of problems with that. First and foremost, I have to choose a feat. I can't skip, so I had to choose something. I could choose something completely rubbish, but I can still choose something. And two, having to constantly, well, not constantly, but having it's much easier to check the necessary codes to add the crafting feats once than it is to constantly start hunting them down whenever the correct time happens to come by. So it's just a simpler way of doing the same thing. It's just add and leave it at that. You can worry about if I'm going to compensate for them or not to some other time. But I'm not gonna do any of that. If I can pick them, then I'll just pick them. But I sort of got worried. Usually they're available right from the start, but I don't just recall seeing them at any point. So
Hello again, travelers. What can I do for you?
nothing. Lady's apprentice. Do I still have any ore left? I have 7 ore, so I have to do something with them. No trade goods. I could use at least 2 full plate nails. What exactly does it require? 2 ore each. Craft armor 7. 750. Yeah, I'd have money for it too. Need a blacksmith's workbench, and I need to check who the hell has the skills. You don't.
Indeed.
You don't.
What do you want?
You don't.
Yes, indeed.
You don't. No one has it. I would need 1 extra point of
Yes, yes, yes!
2 extra points. So, not yet. But soon, soon. What about enchantments? We need the feats. Otherwise, don't even bother. Biggest thing we should worry about is magical weapons.
Lost. Done.
Well,
God.
maybe not the biggest. I think elemental damage would also suffice. It's very expensive to do though. We need craft magical arms and armor. Yeah, that's the feat I have to have. I'll quickly check the inn, see if there's someone we can talk to. Probably should try to find other settlements first. Partey Armoire. Nothing new here.
How may this one be of service?
Nothing new. 50 gold for a room. We don't really have another choice. We'll just have to set out there somewhere and hope we'll encounter something. Somewhere near the shipwreck though, other Batiri tribes. Other Batiri encounters. At the same time, it would make a lot of sense to try to find other settlements. What's that? Magic area. Spellcraft. You step inside a magical warded area. You identify the wards in the area and deftly employ the proper magical technique to dispel them. Okay. We got 300 experience points out of it, but that's it. Okay, a weird encounter with Samrak soldiers. Might as well see them. No encounter level. You there, stop and submit for testing. What sort of testing? The magical kind. There have been reports of Yanti agents in the area and we've been ordered to root them out. Peace, warrior. I'm a priest of the great Uktao, creator of truth. We are free of the touch of snake folk, I can promise you. We don't follow your dinosaur god, jungle lover. You spend so much time there, you have the best chance of being involved with Yanti. Now submit or die. Very well, perform your test. Wise decision. Let's see now. Very interesting. Magic says you've been in contact with Yanti recently. What do you have to say for yourself? That was insulting. You didn't even cast a spell. The magic never lies, but I can overlook this for a small donation. 2,000 gold pieces should be enough for this kind of favor. Let's try diplomacy. I certainly are not gonna pay it. I appreciate your. No, it was 1,500. But bullshit. You're not getting a single coin. Kill them. Well, shit. This could be bad. I mean, it's quite a lot of money, so maybe the encounter is equally challenging. What do we have? Samarakian Captain, pretty difficult. Soldier, challenging. Yeah, this could be a party wipe.
Ready.
What? No, don't do that, you piece of shit.
Yes?
Kilkofim Safin.
Holy crap.
Once more into the breach, my friends!
Holy crap, there's an army of people there. And they hasted themselves too. Well, shit. So I'm boned. Won't really affect anyone, as we'll keep casting. We are in deep, deep trouble.
Gadzooks!
Can I get rid of the captain? Yeah, we are so fucking boned. They have a wizard there. Oh, of course they do.
Yes, I can accomplish this task.
Holy shit, is this way beyond our pay grade? Yep. Getting kills, kills,
Into
kills.
the breach, my friends!
And why are you in the fucking breach? Oh, you came here to help, didn't you? With your... We got a dead guy there already. Yeah, way too tough for us. Doesn't matter if I'm gonna take personal control of this or not. Way too many. What the fuck? This didn't properly even start when we had our first troubles here. Might even still win this, but it doesn't matter. It's cost us so much, it doesn't matter in the slightest. It's the third loss.
A most palpable touch!
Actually, the wizard is very difficult to kill because of the protection he has. Well, first catastrophe. We prevent her from dying. It's very expensive to resurrect people. Also, alternatively, this can become a one-man adventure group at this point. In some ways, it would be actually easier for me. You would doing damage for the guy already down. Yeah, against how did a single If you use a single character to play through this, it's very difficult early on, but once you get things going, it's actually easier than with a large group. The reason is that the game does divide the experience points. Probably can't use this on you or something. Well, I can.
Yes?
Yeah. You would gain. What would you really gain? It's the difference between having okay capable characters versus going to some kind of epic levels if you play solo. So you can have a character that is way more powerful than your opponents are. Even though you only have one of you, you're still much better off. I will use these. Ah,
You follow behind me, alright?
yeah. Still.
This way! Come on, Slowpoke! Once more into the breach, my friends!
Slowpoke's my ass.
Aha!
This way! Come on, Slowpoke! Keep up!
Well, yeah. Bloodydar knows quite a bit there. Lost quite a few of those. But at the same time, I don't feel bad about having to use some resources to recover from this, because this was genuinely a tough fight for us. They had probably similar level fighters mostly, and then the wizard, and they outnumbered us 2-1. So yeah, and we sort of had a bad start anyway because the fucking berserk then should have used the puppet mode at the start to at least buff things and then go. How much experience? But we got a magical item or two out of it too, so and ignore that. I'm going back to the city to rest. 416 points. I certainly need to rest. I can't do an encounter zombies. Visit the tavern. Enter room. Works. No, we need the battery. Whatever. Battery goblins. There needs to be some kind of a camp or tribe nearby. I'm not sure even if I would spot one. We spy an old iron chest, half buried in the ground. Lock looks still fastened. Though the chest seems like it's been buried for some time and the lock is gummed with rust and dirt, your skill prevails and you open the chest. 250 gold. Find a crate of supplies. More supplies. Magic area. Hides. Or to identify the ward, so it's pre-experienced, I suppose. Are you finding any battery here though? I'm heading back. We wish to go to other cities. Talk to people, get something going. Maybe nighttime isn't helping us either. I don't know if it has any real effect. That. Battery. Encounter level 8. Right. Well, looks like we have a lot of choices. We save here. Oh my god. Maybe we can get some extra information out of them. Maybe the shipwreck would be open during night time. Harley. As well try to intimidate. Hoping we'll get some extra information out of them or something. Currently we can't really do much. Could be dependent on the character's skills that's currently in charge. I'm not quite sure why these are supposed to be so difficult. No one move your ass yet. Now you can move your ass.
Get once more into the breach, my friends.
They're weaker than the soldiers, much weaker.
We have no choice. They must.
Some money and ore. That's it. Don't really see why this was encounter level 8, but whatever. How much do we have this exit scrap? Yeah, we are full of it. I need to find a place to trade it. I guess we're gonna go do some trading. I'll head back to Samarak and end things there. Never know what's gonna happen on the way there.
Ready.
Want to see if there's if the cave is now open. It was at least heavily implied that there would be a worthwhile. It would be worth.
Once more into the breach, my
Stop
friends.
blocking me, you piece of shit. Heavily implied that something might be going on. No. What could we do with the stone pylon? Nothing new here, so we're going to be leaving immediately. And we're going to go do the trading. A specific key is required to open that up, so
Once more into the breach, my
it certainly
friends.
appears like we We need to do something here before anything happens. I've taken a ranger instead of a berserker. Ranger would have all the lot of good skills as class skills. Things we need to move quickly.
I know this maze. Follow close.
We're still in good shape, so we don't really need to stay in Samarak. However, there's a path there, yep, there, we'll take this one. The cities seem to be very close by, in fact.
Yes.
Nose. Not interesting. Gravestone. This is a battered old gravestone exposed to the elements. Has made any markings indecipherable. Want to dig up the grave, or why not? You eventually uncover some skeletal remains. On one bony finger gleams a ring oddly free of any blemishes. Unknown item. Ring of Fortitude, well, what to do. But that's going to be pretty much my reaction to everything we find. There might be a handful of exceptions, but mostly it's going to be whoop-de-doo. Nimbra. Usually these places are, especially villages, are not really even places you can enter. They can be places you have few options. This will be an exception, I think. They're more or less just straight locations and a location to have an inn in. There's nothing special about them otherwise. So what do we have here? Soldiers, clerics, villagers, wizards, captain, and yeah, something's definitely going on. Merchants, lore master Haldrick's house.